There was a time when the Duggar family relished the spotlight every bit as much as the Kardashians, and the women of the Counting On clan loved nothing more than sharing news of yet another pregnancy. Yes, Jim Bob's daughters and daughters-in-law have been taught from a young age that procreation is a woman's sole reason for being, and many of them seem to delight in fulfilling their divine duty. But in the wake of Josh's conviction on CP charges, the entire family is keeping a much lower profile. So while the idea of a secret Duggar pregnancy would have seemed laughable just 2 short years ago, these days, it's completely plausible. In fact, some Duggar watchers are convinced that Joe's wife, Kendra Caldwell, has taken this quest for privacy one step further. They believe that Kendra laid low for 9 months and has now given secretly birth to her 4th child. The rumors began back in March, when photos of Kendra sporting what appeared to be a baby bump began to circulate on the popular r/Duggar/Snark subreddit. This poor girl is going to have 4 kids under 4 before she is even 24, one person wrote. Jokin's 5th wedding anniversary is this year, and by then Kendra will have spent 3 out of those 5 years pregnant and hell lip, 60%, another added. After that, the rumor mill died down for a while, which makes sense. After all, Kendra sightings have been very rare in recent months, which could be by design. Flash forward to this week, when Kendra once again became a topic of speculation on r/Duggar/Snark. According to In Touch, one user posted a candid photo of Joseph eating at a restaurant, surrounded by 4 children. Kendra was not in the shot, but many jumped to the conclusion that the youngest kid in the picture is her 4th. That is Joe and Kendra's baby, one fan alleged, before claiming. OP stated that she was dining next to them and it was Joe, Kendra, and there, now, for kids, this person continued. JB, Jim Bob, was also there with the oldest M boys, Josh's sons, and Amp, Tyler, Jim Bob and Michelle's adopted son. Others, of course, doubted that any firm conclusions could be drawn from the photo. And frankly, they're probably right. The photo is so vague, and we can't see Kendra, so I'm skeptical, one user commented. Others pushed back against that skepticism, noting that Joe probably wouldn't be looking after someone else's kid when he has so many of his own. Given the context of that clearly being Joe, Kendra's husband, the blonde child, even with the face censored, looking like Joe and Kendra's very blonde kids, and Kendra looking heavily pregnant last time we saw her, and hell lip, whose baby would they have beside them? Sick, one user replied. That's very clearly Joe, who has his own family. Why would someone else's infant be beside him? Yes, Kendra either has 3 or 4 children under the age of 5 and dash. Either way, she's probably pretty overwhelmed these days. We're sure she welcomes any help she can get, but hopefully, the tykes aren't spending too much unsupervised time with their scandalous grandparents.